Hey everybody, back here again. I'm going to do my quick review of the Cthulhu V2 RTA. Alright, this is a rebuildable tank atomizer by Cthulhu Mods. This is their V2, their new version. I also have a review of the V1, which I absolutely love, still use it every day. That's the tank I use to go to work and you know, like I said, use it every day. So start off, summarize this real quick. It's a decent vape. Takes a little bit of work. I have a little bit of a love-hate with it so far. You know, the V1 was it was very simple. Had you know, airflow control with a little O-ring. It wasn't super airy, but you know, for me, it's perfect, wide open. It's perfect for me. Had top fill and a bottom fill option. Mine was a little janky with the screw. I had to fix it. You know, the quality wasn't the best, but after I did, you know, fix it, it ended up being, like I said, one of my favorite tanks. Standard 4-post dual coil design. You know, so it was more run-of-the-mill for an RTA tank these days. Kind of a pain in the ass to build, but again, the vape quality on it was amazing, and it's a top fill. So, you know, that was that. So here's their V2. Now, they managed to cram all the features that are out there into one tank, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Into one package. You know, you got dual coil and single coil option. All right, large with the dual coil, airflow is huge. This thing, if you build it right, crazy ass clouds. The deck here, they have the velocity style. All right, for the dual coil, absolutely awesome, awesome post to build with. Just so easy, you know. One goes up, one goes, you know, one's higher, one's lower, and you just alternate, and it's just so darn easy. I mean, once you could say it without the coils on it, so easy. All right, single coil deck. All right, just like a K-Fun style, and then they have these little lips on the edge, like the K-Fun version. Awesome. Traps the wires, super simple, super easy. You know, airflow is pretty good. You know, for single coil, it's not too bad. Okay. Alright, now the decks, they're changed. Simply, all you do is you take out this center pin. Alright, once you take the center pin off, there's another screw underneath with a flathead slot. You back that off, and the deck literally just pops right off. Pop this one in, okay, and screw the screws back in. Now, I'm not going to do it because I did it a few times, and this is soft copper here, and the threads are starting to get a little gummed up. So once you make up your mind, you don't really want to screw that in and out all the time, okay? So for the deck, you get both options, single, dual. Now, also what they did here is they managed to jam on some juice flow control, and then this is where my love-hate relationship begins with this tank here. Now, this is the ring. Now, there's a ring on the inside that has threads on the outside, and when you turn this ring, it raises and lowers this ring to cover up. It doesn't cover this. It actually meets up. You know, that ring on the inside will eventually meet up to the bottom of this piece and close off the juice flow holes. So, but we'll get to that when we get down there. Now, when you're building this sucker, make sure you juice up all these O-rings, especially this one down here, okay, and this one at the top, this O-ring at the top, because they're the important ones for the juice flow control when you start turning this ring. Now, there's a little like locking tab right there. You see on the top, all right. There's a groove on the bottom. You just line it up, boom, stick it on. Now, you want to make sure that your deck is down below the level of this lip here, or else your tank's not going to screw all the way in. So you see how this inner deck piece is a little bit below the top of this ring. Okay, so that'll cover you from that, and that's in single and dual, works both ways. Okay, so now they also include, you know, glass tanks, a frosted and a clear tank. All right. Use the frosted tank, they work the same. I tend to like the clear tank. Okay. Now this is your chimney and your tank sections here. This is how this goes together. Okay, now they include in the package, you get red, clear, and these blue ones. I like the blue ones, so that's what I've been using. Extra screws, coils, screwdriver, all the stuff you're going to need. And the also comes with the Allen key. Okay, the Allen key for the velocity for your grub screws over here. Okay, so everything you need. Alright, so tank goes on the bottom. Now you want to make sure, the way these O-rings are made, they have like a little lip here, so you want to make sure it slides over, you know, all the way. Doesn't crimp it or crush it. Okay, and same thing on the top. Now this just threads on. Okay, same thing, sink it in, tighten that up. There's your tank. Okay. Okay, so this is also top fill. Here's your top cap. Your top cap's going to screw on here once we fill it up. Alright. And it comes with 2 drip tips, a stainless one and a plastic one, black plastic. Both dual O-ring, fit well enough, good size, not too crazy big. So if you're keeping track, you're getting a lot of options. Tank options, deck options, drip tip options, tons of airflow options, juice flow control options. You're getting everything jammed, all the different features I feel that are kind of out there on different ones, all jammed in on one tank. So for that, it's been awesome. Okay. Also, the package, awesome. You know, it's nice to see. You know, nice little plastic. Everything comes in here. We're gonna use, you know, the spare drip tip comes in here. All your parts are jammed in here. And your spare tank goes in here. The spare parts were here, and your tank. So, pretty cool. Okay? So, that's been nice. So, our deck. I got 2 coils on here. Okay? I get the 26 gauge wrapped with 32 gauge. Is something I'm messing around with. Cut the cotton to about where this ring is. You'll see the ring on there, and I kind of just tuck it all down and in. So it's tucked back, all right? And it seems to be working the best so far, okay? Now, when I first got this thing, I was, you know, trimming the cotton real nice, and every time it was on its side, it would just leak. I mean, it would literally just leak out the entire tank. I got it to the point now where, you know, it still leaks a little, but, you know, you close off the juice flow if you're going to put it over on its side or whatever the case. As long as it's sitting straight up, I haven't had no problems. Now I got enough cotton in there. It seems to be keeping up with the vaping and not really leaking a whole lot. Okay, so that's pretty much that. And once you get that all prepared, okay, you're going to want to screw your tank on. Now, like I said, make sure that juice flow ring is down below the lip of this, or else your tank's not going to sit all the way on. All right, make sure you got some liquid up on your O-rings, and you're going to screw this on. All right. Okay. Now, you're going to want to close this down before you fill it up. Now, I'll give you a quick little trick to getting this right every time, so you don't have to fight with it. All right, when you want to close it, put it on your mod, grab the ring, turn it to the right so it's closing. Close the airflow, close your airflow, close your juice flow. All right, put it on your mod, turn it down until it stops. All right, so now we're shut. Now we're going to fill it up. Okay, and it just goes through the holes in the top. Going to screw on the top cap. Okay, grip tip. Now, to open it again, leave it off your mod this time. Grab it by the top, the tank. Hold on to the ring. You know, it's got slight knurling here, so you know, it's not too bad. And turn the entire tank. So when it turns, opens your airflow. Open airflow, open juice flow, close airflow, close juice flow until it stops. Now you're fully opened. That's the best way I've found to do it. If you do it any other way, if you have it on the mod and you try to just turn this ring, you know, you're going to unthread it somewhere along the line, and you know, if you have it off now like this and you try to close it, you're going to unthread you're just going to unthread the deck from the bottom. All right, so now that we got it filled up, one last feature that it has, grab both of these rings here. You can get to your deck with a full tank. So it's got all the good features. Airflow, juice flow. You can get to your build with a full tank of juice. Top flow fill. It's got all the features that are in tanks these days. Plus it gives you 2 deck options, 2 tank options, 2 drip tip options, and all for $40. Alright, if you go along to the CthulhuMods.com website, let's see. You see it on there, CthulhuMod.com, and you can go to their authorized retailers and find a shop that's in your country. They're sold all over the place. Alright, so we're just going to wipe this off a little bit. And we're all put together. So I got this one running at 0.39 ohms. I run this between 30 and 35 watts, all depends on where I'm at. Like I said, very good flavor, very good vape. A little fiddly. It's going to take you some time to get this juice flow down. You know, once you get it, leave it. Don't even mess with it. You know what I mean? Once you got it open and you get it to where you like it, I run it full open. I haven't had any problems, you know. For $40, not a bad tank. Get you great options, good flavor, good 5 mil capacity, 22 millimeter round. Check it out. I think it's worth the money. Not too bad. And also, the V1. If you want something a little more simpler and you don't care about all these super extra options and you want something a little more basic that's not gonna you have to fiddle with so much, check out the V1. It's absolutely between that and the Goblin Mini, my 2 favorite tanks that they make. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.